I thought that I was in a relationship with this person, so I thought that I didn't know that he was going to turn out to be my captor, but rather I thought he was my boyfriend.
There's all types of ages. Most of them start by 13.
She said, I couldn't even talk to you because they were watching me, and they have my child.
What others saw as red flags were like red roses to me when I was caught up in it.
It's not a matter of if you get brutalized like that. It's a matter of when.
We are still up here on the surface. There's a whole dark web, right, that we haven't even really, the anti-trafficking movement as a whole hasn't even really touched.
Traffickers follow the money, and Texas is a very wealthy state. Houston is the largest city, so obviously we're going to have a huge problem.
I was horrified to learn that Houston was a major hub for sex trafficking exploitation, and wanted to get involved in any way I could to help survivors during the recovery process.
Pimps and traffickers use tattoos as what we would think of as brands. They are absolutely brands on human beings to signify that they are their property, that they are for sale, that they are a money-making machine.
Every time I would look at my finger, it would remind me of all those memories, all of this abuse that I went through with my ex-husband.
It says N-I-N-O. It was a street name. Anytime I thought of, leaving or running away, it was like, hey, remember that you're my property.
Tattoos can signify a tether, a tie to an old life.
And I volunteered our services and expertise to help survivors in the recovery process with pro bono laser tattoo removal.
Only 1% of human trafficking victims are ever rescued or rehabilitated. So that's an incredibly kind of shocking statistic, first and foremost.
The scariest thing to me was losing hope. Not the violence, not all the things that I had to go through, but actually losing hope.
So this journey what's been most striking about it has been watching the evolution of these women.
The process itself was a great experience. Seeing it slowly fade away with every treatment.
To be able to remove that from her life, it is a psychological barrier that he is removing and enabling her to move forward with her truly new life.
Service providers know that this service is desperately needed, but for them to gain access to someone like you, they don't know you. They don't know which dermatologists have the laser, so they have to find the ones that have the laser. Then they need to help them understand why this is so necessary, and then ask for free services.
Right.
We're talking 6 to 9 months of just relationship building before they can even start treatment.
And my objective, based on the work that I've done here in Houston, is to set up a national network enrolling board-certified ASLMS physicians who will provide pro bono work to sex trafficking survivors to help aid in their recovery process.
These treatments have been profoundly effective on the survivors that they have had the privilege to receive them. And that's such an amazing aspect of the role of technology, science, and medical care to fight injustice.
I can't tell you the impact that it has. I'm speechless when I think about it.
And we know that there's a need based on a survey that we did and presented at the annual conference this year. If you looked at the impact factor that this has on their survivors, with 1 being the lowest impact and 10 being the highest, they rated it at 9.2 in terms of the impact that laser tattoo removal would have on their recovery.
You can be the bridge, right? You can actually be the one. If you remove a woman's brand, you can lower her barriers to fully, emotionally, psychologically, physically exiting her trafficking situation and starting on her path of a new restorative life. And so I just encourage everyone out there, use what you love to fight what you hate.
What we do can be really life-changing, and those are some of the most absolutely rewarding patients that I see.
It gave me hope again.
I can see that there is hope. There is a second chance.
It's emotionally tough to hear what they've been through, but on the flip side, it's incredibly rewarding to be part of their recovery process.
Having a tattoo and having a branding that you have to look at, it's enough to throw somebody back into the lifestyle. Imagine if you can be the doctor to end the cycle of toxicity for someone and keep them out of the life of trafficking. That's like, why wouldn't you want to do that?